School started at the beginning of September, much to the chagrin of almost all school children. While it's ideally good to meet up with classmates and friends again, it doesn't make the learning itself any easier. It is often difficult to meet expectations. There is often too much to learn, and students are often given so much homework that it is almost impossible to do. Would you rather go to school in a country where it's almost fun to go to school? Now you must think that there is no such thing, because school is just school everywhere. Believe me, you are wrong. Studies have shown that Finland's young school children are the world's highest achievers, despite spending less time in school than students in other countries and being given a maximum of 30 minutes of homework a day. So here are 14 plus 1 reasons why you'd rather go to school in Finland than anywhere else. Everything is free. Finnish education is completely free, including meals, excursions, bags, and stationery. If the distance between a pupil's home and school is more than 2 kilometers, a school bus will take them to school at no cost to parents, as all the costs are paid by the state. 12.2% of the central budget is spent on education. You can remain a true individual. Each student must complete the tasks according to his or her ability. Healthy children and children with different physical or intellectual disabilities learn together. If a student can't do an assignment, the teacher will give them extra lessons, which the school will pay for. And special attention is paid to foreign language learning. Their principle is that students can always choose something useful to do, so if a lesson doesn't interest them, they can read or sew instead. Motivating grading. Finnish people grade from 1 to 10. In the first 2 years, they do not receive any grades, only verbal comments ranging from could be better to perfect. From the 3rd grade onwards, you only know your own grade, and grades are not public. However, grades are not meant to qualify a student, but to motivate his/her performance and improve his/her knowledge in relation to his/her individual curriculum. Healthier in socks. There is no uniform in Finnish schools. You dress as you please. There is no expectation. In fact, it is a common sight to see children wearing socks in school. Comfort is key. You can also lie on the carpet or on the sofas in the classrooms. Weather permitting, teachers can also hold lessons on a specially designed amphitheater-shaped grass area next to the schools. Little homework. According to Finnish education policy, students should spend as much time relaxing and spending time with their families as they do studying. Therefore, a student is given a maximum of 30 minutes of homework per day, making sure that it is preferably of a subject that interests them. For example, a common way of teaching history is to have students interview their grandparents about the 40s and 50s and then discuss the differences between the old days and the modern world. No tests. Finnish people have a proverb, either you prepare for life or you prepare for your test. According to this simple idea, they stopped writing tests. The teacher can write a random test, which does not give a grade, but can check where each student is in the material. The first significant test is written at the age of 16, which is a level test for high school. No subjects. In most Finnish schools, subjects have been abolished and are taught in context. Instead of lessons, there are 6-week sessions, during which students study a topic from different perspectives. For example, they look at the issue of migration from a geographical point of view, such as where they come from a historical point of view, such as what their history is, what their historical similarities are, or from a cultural point of view, such as what their traditions are. At the end of the lessons, students have to ask questions which they have to try to answer themselves. Teachers encourage students to communicate in class, which is why lessons are more like a conversation to listen to each other's opinions than a classic classroom lesson. Long breaks. For sure, no matter how interesting a lesson is, the break is always more interesting. In Finnish schools, there is a 15-minute break every hour. Being a teacher is cool. The Helsinki University of Education is 20 times oversubscribed. Surveys show that 10 times as many people want to be teachers as there are positions. An average teacher's salary was €3,500 in 2017. That's 1.5 times the average salary there. To be a teacher in Finland is a very prestigious thing because they are educating the future. They don't have to follow strict rules. Each teacher can choose which book to use and which program to use. Each teacher is accompanied by an assistant teacher in class to help students understand the tasks. The really important things. Swimming lessons start with what to do if someone is drowning. In home economics, students learn how to cook, knit, and sew, with a special focus on nature conservation. In IT, the curriculum includes website and portfolio creation. The basic idea is to enable students to understand and live in the ever-changing world around them. You don't need to learn any unnecessary data, year, etc., because the internet is there anyway. No quality difference between schools. In Finland, there is no need to choose a school, as everyone goes to the nearest school. There are no elite institutions, no matter where the child lives, because she will always have the opportunity to learn from good teachers in good conditions and eat in the best quality canteens. You can eat what you like. The canteen is free and varied. The menu is posted on the school website 1 month in advance. Children are encouraged to eat a healthy diet with a constant choice of vegetarian options. Night at school. A few times a year, children go to school with a sleeping bag and can sleep inside the classroom under teacher supervision. They watch films, play games, and have ice cream for breakfast the next day. Dogs in the library? Surprisingly, the school library has trained so-called reading dogs who love to be read stories by the students. Now that you've learned quite a lot about Finnish schools, you probably think that these things aren't real. There's no such education system. But believe me, that's how things really work in Finland. Write in the comments which innovations you would introduce into your school, but don't choose all of them. Don't forget to share the video and like it if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on future videos. Also, check out the previous videos to see if you find anything interesting. Thank you for your attention. I will be back with more content soon.